I was raised with the now seemingly old-fashioned values / expectation that you write your family letters and you send them in the mail. I've been keeping letters for years. Birthday cards, Christmas cards, letters from my grandma where she's just asking what I'm up to. You always reply to grandma. Someone sent you a graduation card? Oh gee, thank you. Birthday wishes? New Year's salutations? Oh boy, you bet you're sending them a thank you card. Now don't get it twisted. A birthday phone call or a birthday text, fantastic. But don't you like receiving a little something something in the mail? Anything but a bill. By sending a letter, you could simply create that feeling for somebody else.
Since 2007, when stamps cost around 41 cents, prices have nearly doubled. And at the same time, mail volume has dropped 60%. Basically, that means that the fewer letters we send, the more expensive it becomes to keep the system running. A singular forever stamp today in the US costs 78 cents. That would knock our great-grandparents over. So how do you keep stamp prices from increasing? You send letters. To combat this issue, I'm starting a snail mail club.
Oh, what?
Snail mail, not email. Snails are slow. Email and text are instant. With a mail club, you receive a physical and real person letter to your real person mailbox each and every month. The joy of it is that it's slow. It takes time. You never quite know when it will arrive, and when it does, you never quite know what will be inside. I've seen tons of cool versions of mail clubs. People who send stickers or book recommendations or monthly stationery or short stories.
Anything that's about this flat and can fit in an envelope.
You've got mail.
We're gonna go through this whole process step by step. Ooh, we're gonna hold hands together. But there's an elephant in the room and it's not me. My room is frothing at the mouth, foaming and freaking out for attention. It's not just dirty. It needs organization.
You have entered Disorganization Nation.
Objectives. Locate 3 of my 4 missing claw clips. Suds and tumble, filthy bed. I'm sorry. No. Out of my way. Locate sunglasses.
Mission accomplished.
Drop trowel, wash dirty trowel. Levitate shelf. Help me. I do not particularly enjoy playing with tacks and screws and frankly, organizing artwork, but it is the price to pay to get me some more counter space. Should I do a little giveaway someday soon of those crystals and stuff? Because there's a lot of those that are just collecting dust. Pretty, but you wouldn't know it because they're so buried, well, amongst each other, but also just, I don't know, kind of on a dark, no. You stop right there. You ain't going down the crack, no. Oh baby, no you're not. So maybe I'll declutter and maybe I'll do a little giveaway sometime soon, because that'd be fun. You ain't nothing but a step stool. This is my bird.
I love this bird.
He's made out of like plastic. How high will you fly, Mr. Shelf? Reverse it. Bing, bing. Okay, facts about my shelf. Is it lead paint? I have no idea. I got it hella vintage at a vintagey man place with like pieces of tractors hanging on the wall, and it looks leadish, but I have no idea. And then it doesn't have any hooks. There's absolutely no way to hang it. So we're gonna use the Thrift It. I've got it 50% off. So $1. There's two. The Thrift It clothing hook racks. Do you spy this? Oh, an outlet. And then right below it at normal outlet level is another outlet. So I wonder, do you think it's crazy, so crazy if we could, how strong? Oh, that's kind of heavy. I'll use my gut. Like, how high would we have to go? Pretty flipping high. But it would be nice to use that outlet, you know, as an outlet. Okay, I have a stud finder. I've never used a stud finder, but oh, I'm picking something up over here. Oh, hubba. Buttfall serious. Oh, that's the stud. Hey, Nelly, we got a green light. Do you want to see it up close? Let me show you. I didn't even share with you. I'm so sorry. Hold the button down. Zoom in for me, big dog. Oh, you see that? Oh, let's get it. Oh my. That is perfect. Do you see the outlet? Big Daddy, zoom in on the outlet. Ooh, okay. Use your abs, mama. Okay, squat. This is turning into a bigger project than I ever could have anticipated, but isn't that how it goes? Let me do a demonstration. So I looked up what this means. It doesn't really take much to, this lightning bolt, that indicates if there's a live wire. So I'm going along this line that we drew. This is a stud, and right above the outlet is a stud, which makes sense because you attach outlets to the one side or the other of a stud. So I'm going along and I'm like, give her a second. Fully charged. That's a lot of power. Here comes a stud. That's the width of a stud. That's the center of the stud. Full live power. I'm like, okay, maybe we don't add the brackets. Nope. We could get around the brackets. So I'm like, okay, let's go up. Basically, the whole thing hot. Not physically, but is full of wires. And I realized, how much do I care about the shelf when, oh my God, I measured the width of my desk, which is here, and this wall. And this wall is exactly 1 inch shorter than the desk, which isn't much. So the desk would only stick out by that much. We're losing so much space, incredible amounts of space. By this gap here, I've always thought that, by the desk. And then the desk had to be off of the wall before the stupid shelf. So if we just get rid of the shelf, and it would open up, God, it's like a freaking freak went rabid in here. Oh my God. Oh, stinky shelf. You are out of here. I mean, maybe I'll find a use for it, but baby, I just don't care, just for it to collect dust. Make the cabinets do-si-do. Who thinks I can drag the desk? You can see my dogs more than I need you to. You might like it, but... Oh, right. It's better than fine, it's good. That's great. And you know what I also like? When I'm really locked in on my editing and someone comes in from the rear and then I don't know they come in, I jump out from my skin like popcorn. So now they can't get me. You have to come from there. You can't catch me. You can't catch me under the desk cam. Today I have decided to, oops, that's in reverse. Today I have decided to hang my surge protector like a big boy. Like a big kid. Leave a little gripping room. Oh! This was the only broom I could find. It's, wow. So last night I went through my makeup. Yeah, I used to be a makeup girl. Not really, it was for like maybe a semester's worth of time. My freshman year of college. And I way overdid it. I bought like tons of palettes. And so now I'm totally gonna do a giveaway of things because I have brand new, untouched like palettes. And a lot of this makeup expired. So that's gonna become relevant in just a second, art-wise. So hold fast. Oh, did you see that?
A perfect fit.
This is a filing cabinet that I just finished making a YouTube short for. It was found on the side of the road and then spray painted a nice cheerful yellow. Cute. I like the varying heights. The filing cabinet is soon going to be very, very important for that. Between the bed and the cardboard, between the bed, that. Soon, I'll tell you soon.
Watch as the amazing Burn Daddy cleans the bed in one sneeze.
My room is 98% organized, but I need to go outside and play with the barbecue. I'm thinking big hair, white t-shirt, grill daddy. Remember this?
Middle school.
Big hair, big attitude. So my very first mail club mail is going out in the month of May. Do you know what else is in the month of May? My birthday. And for my birthday, I want to be represented as a grill daddy with this large barbecue. A lot of my friends actually call me Dad or Pa because I traditionally have a lot of interests that middle-aged men, and I guess knowledge that middle-aged men are into. Cooking, solar panels, you know? And so when I got this package in the mail from a very cool watcher of the channel, I was like, wait, this sticker, I took all the stickers off the boxes and I'm like, this sticker, I draw your attention to this one particular sticker. Hot. If I could put this on a grill, and so we're gonna put this on a grill. I've had this little blue camera since December 2011. She is how I get that very specific kind of glowy look with my thumbnails. And so I think it's perfect, gonna be perfect for the grill and getting the grill to kind of have that same look for the May postcard. So we're gonna do a little photo shoot. We're gonna pose with the grill and we're gonna see what we can come up with in the ways of kind of grabbing that energy, grabbing that vibe. Some summer rays, man. Some beef between your teeth. Ooh. Unless you don't eat beef. Some eggplant between your legs. Ooh. Some tofu that makes you go, oh no, foo. Okay, okay. Oh, a bird's cry. Now, I'm not the type to have you watch me pose with a grill and then not show you the results. Oh, what did I end up doing, man? Did I use a little fabric? Did I use paper? Did I scan anything? I have no idea. I'm Stella in the past. What did she do? Was it done on my iPad? Bum bum. Oh, 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 oh. Bum bum. Oh, 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 oh. Does it look good? I hope so. Because there's more to come. We're gonna do another postcard. And then I have to explain how my mail club's gonna work at all. I haven't done that. Do you wanna learn? Should we cut off the bottom of this t-shirt, man?
That's better.
My mail club and most mail clubs operate via a monthly subscription. How much will this monthly subscription cost? We actually have to figure that out together. We'll get there. We'll get there. My mail club's gonna start out with just 2 tiers. The first tier is a 5x7-inch postcard that you can either send to a friend or collect and stick on your wall, or rip it up and eat it so that the art can be within you. Don't do that. Don't. It will also come with a letter written by me. This letter could contain literally anything. You've caught my vibe so far. Anything could be in there. It could be stories, songs, poems, memories, whatever my heart feels the need to fart that month in that moment. The second tier will be the print and the letter, but it will also contain scraps. Scraps? What do you mean? Scraps. These are my scraps
And I've been collecting my scraps for a long time. It may look like garbage, and some of it is. But garbage can be transformed into magic. Do you want to take a tour of my scraps with me?
Each portion of scraps you receive will be a mystery. A mystery curated by the generations and decades worth of stuff that I already happen to live with. Colorful feathers, happy birthday princess balloons, recycled craft shipping paper that has been stamped or painted or plastered with glitter glue, grainy photos from an 8th grade field trip, cut up bits of a measuring tape, dozens of magazines and books with thousands of pictures just waiting to be released, thrift store tags, this gold stuff, portions of receipts with redacted information, paper, so much paper from so many sources. Some of it's garbage, some of it's beautiful printed artwork, some of it's photographs, some of it's from magazines, some of it's from books already, some of it's birthday cards and tissue paper and freaking posters and sequins of many shapes and colors, little bits of fabric, paper bags with cool images and textures, plastic bags with awesome text and colors, portions of photos from my high school photography class, giant warning sheets from birth control and a respirator mask, humongo posters, and a portion of God's hand, patterns from the inside of junk mail envelopes, my grandma's medical flashcards from the 80s, some of my drawings in messed up prints, and so many pieces of junk mail and food packaging, things that will make some fine ransom note letters once I cut them out. Girl, you might be looking at this stuff and thinking, I could get that out of my recycling can for free. Please do. Please do. I love it. Use any of these ideas as an inspiration for your own art, for your own junk journaling collections, because at my core, the central reason of why my business, a lot of the art I make is we try to buy as few things as possible and use what already exists on the planet, because there's so many things, beautiful colors and textures and patterns and kind of anything you could want if you just switch on the little crow-like, junkie-like portion of your brain. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Guys, it's free. The scrap tier of my mailing club is simply for people who are interested in the mystery of it all. You never quite know what you're gonna get, so in turn, you never quite know what kind of art you will create. Roomba, eat.
Starting to matrix clean.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. Whip it up. Yes. Oh, the wind is my favorite. You're beautiful. No matter what they say. I need to scoop the cat box. Words can't bring me down. Whoa. Do you hear those summer bugs?
I totally feel like, oh yeah, these are all my important documents, but it's literally just, this one's like junk mail, and in there's a pile of junk mail. I feel like a very organized collector of garbage. Envelopes, receipts, price tags, my drawings / prints, packaging, paper and plastic bags, photos, junk mail, patterned paper, and then you're like, all right, so you're just storing garbage now in a box. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with this system. It's going to be very, very straightforward, where in my next video, where we have a little more time, we're going to probably cut up a lot of this stuff edit it to a beat or something, but right now it is just hilarious garbage in a cabinet. I'm just so happy that the cockroach pile, not that there were roaches in it, but like, you know how, oh my god, you know how roaches live in like cardboard piles. It was always a fear I had. No roaches today. Hello, my loves. The other day when I said we were going to use this expired makeup for something, it is now that time. This is some blush and some mascara and some eyeliner, and we're going to use it to make a little thank you postcard. I was like, oh, that's very girl. I could see a girlish vision there, and it made me think of this art piece that I used to have
a long time ago.
I think it was over my desk or something, because I remember staring at it a lot. It was glittery and teal and green, and it cut off right here. There was a little knee, and it was a quote. It says, "There's a girl out there with love in her eyes and flowers in her hair." And it was super pretty. She had like white daisies in her hair, and yeah, you could just see her eyes, and her pupils were hearts, love hearts. And I'm sure it's somewhere. I'm sure my mummy stashed it somewhere, seeing as we have all of those other paper products and all these other things lingering. I wouldn't be surprised if it's in a box somewhere, but I really wanted to make my own version of this girlie's painting. I remember I got it at a music festival when I was like little, like 8 probably. She was selling her paintings for only $20. She was probably my age at the time, which was cool to think about, I guess. But I remember written on the back in Sharpie, there was like a little story. She's like, I was really sick with the flu when I was making this, but I really liked how it turned out, or something along those lines. And it was just really cute. And so with this girlish makeup, we have created, there's a girl out there with all the love and all the flowers in her hair. And this is not a mail club postcard. This is just gonna be a little thank you card, because I've been getting a lot of really nice letters in my P.O. box, and so I wanted something to be able to reply on and send it on over. Tips and tricks for that when you're making a piece of art that you know you're gonna scale down. Sometimes, in my degree, sometimes it's helpful to make the art just a little bit bigger. So the final print's gonna be 5x7. So instead I did 8x10. So when you scale it, it stays a little crisp, stays a little, it just preserves the quality a little bit. So when I get my Girl Daddy prints done, I'm gonna get these done at the same time at a local print shop, and maybe see if we can get a slightly better deal, because we're getting more printed at once. Actually, I already talked to the guy. That's subtle foreshadowing. She turned out really cute. Yay! Eyeballs ginormous. The original was definitely more human-like, but you know what? She's fun. She reminds me of like undersea anemones. I mean, it's literally like Miss Ariel. In the sun, it's glittery. Swing, swing, swing. The blending was so fun, especially as the sun came out and it got like kind of melty. So cool. So I'm either gonna scan this, or I'm gonna take a really nice high quality photo of it to make the prints with. Whichever one of those two methods ends up reflecting her colors most accurately to the human eye is gonna be what I'm gonna do. I didn't even show you my room. Oh, look. So nice and clean. And oh, who's that? Meow, 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 meow. A nice clean bed and a chair with just one scrap of paper on it. That's freaking unheard of. And I don't miss the shelf there at all. I love how just the room is so, I don't know, I can really just like move through the space. I think my chair being here was always really a problem, because my chair doesn't actually fit under my desk. I could fix it. I totally could put like a piece of wood right here to levitate it. That looked like a real crock inching in from the inky water. But I don't, so this is fine. The chair has a dedicated space. Everything has a dedicated space. Oh, I love it. Now, I'm no math doer, but I've done some math. Let me bring up the documents. Allow me to walk you through pricing. I've added up all the mail club costs that I could think of, and I will now present them to you so you can understand them and maybe recreate it if you also want to start a mail club or whatever. I've done some of the work.
First up, stamps. So for a mail club, you don't pay any shipping to get your letter because the shipping price is built in. So a sheet of 20 forever stamps as of today is $15.60. So a single stamp, 78 cents. And then my mail club's open for everybody. So a global forever stamp, which just lets you send letters internationally, a sheet of 10 costs $17 and a single stamp is $1.70. I'm gonna give you the totals of stuff at the end, but we're just gonna go through it thing by thing to start. Number 2, envelopes, which we are sending the mail in. So my prints are 5 by 7 inches, so I found some A7 envelopes from fittingly.envelopes.com. And so if I was to buy 1,000 envelopes, it would cost $230, which means 23 cents for each letter that I send. Next up, thermal labels, which is what your address, your shipping, mailing address will be printed on individually and then slapped onto the envelope. Now I already bought a roll of these in an older video, but a roll of 1,000 labels costs $20. So that means a single label is 2 cents. These are from Munbin. So if you're looking for them, that's where I got them. After that, we have paper for the actual letter. You know, hello, my name is Stella, and today I ate a grape. I'm not too particular about the paper yet, so I went on Staples, I picked a cool neon colored paper, and that's the price that I took. So a pack of 500 sheets is $34.89. So a single sheet is 0.069 cents, so 7 cents. Printer ink. So my mom has one of those HP Smart Tank printers where you just like put the ink into like the chambers. It's not cartridges. So she let me know that she's had this printer for over a year. She has not put ink in the printer in over a year. So when it comes time to put black ink in again, I will buy it. And the cost range that I saw for a bottle was between $17 to $30, depending on where you get it. And a single bottle prints up to 6,000 pages, which is obviously seems to be true. Even on the higher end, like if I pick the $30 bottle of ink, one page still only costs 0.005 cents, so under 1 cent per page. So then we have website fees. I use Squarespace's Core Commerce plan, which means that, well, that specific plan charges 2.9% plus 30 cents per every single purchase, even with subscriptions. If you use Squarespace or if you're using another platform, make sure to check that there aren't additional fees, because the plan, I believe right underneath my Squarespace plan, charges another 5% on top of it, or pretty sure. So be careful, that's where they could get ya. So again, this will be reflected in the math. Then finally we have the local postcard printing, which I looked online, I compared, I could have gone with Vistaprint, I could have gone with Moo. There are so many other places I could have gotten my postcard printed through, but I decided, I'm like, no, I'm gonna go down to the town and I'll see exactly what they charge for the same exact thing for the postcards. So I went in and I got a quote, and you can see them outlined right here. Obviously there's price breaks, so if I'm only getting 50 postcards, it will cost a total of $96.31, which means each postcard is $1.93 each. That is substantial, especially compared to an online printing place like Vistaprint, which I think was like 30 cents each if you're getting like 1,000. But regardless, I mean, the difference between buying 50 and buying 500 is really just $1. I'm losing out $1 profit. I feel like I can justify that, especially as hopefully the mail club grows. When I could potentially maybe get closer to 300 or 500 postcards, then, you know, I'm only under $1. That's honestly pretty good for a local place. I would say, to me, paying over like $1 more to be able to support a local business, to be able to fuel my local economy, bro, I don't care. I could lose out on the, yes, it magnifies, and for each letter, I'm losing out $1 and the dollar's adding. I really, as long as I'm making a profit and I feel like I am being fair to myself and not overcharging people in the mail club, like, that's fine, $1, that's cool. Which brings us finally to my overall profit goal. I would love to make a profit of around $4. Now, next slide, maestro. Here's the numbers. So I decided that if I charge $7.50 for that first mail tier tier, I could get pretty dang close to that $4 profit per letter that I was looking for. So the numbers here, those first ones you're looking at, the domestic postcards. If I'm sending 50 postcards in the mail club, they're costing me a total of $3.60. So by charging $7.50, I'm making $3.90. If magically someday I'm able to do 500 postcards, again, these are just example sort of numbers, it would cost me $2.60 because we begin to get that price break from the local printing place. And so my profit would be $4.90. Not bad. Then we get into the global letters, the international letters. As we saw, a global forever stamp costs about $1 more than a domestic one in the US. So, as per the example here, 50 postcards cost $4.50 to produce, which means we're making a $3 profit. Fine by me. And then on the other side, if we're doing 500 postcards, then again, I doubt that all 500 would be, or even majority of them would be internationally sent letters. Whatever, this is just for the math. Let's say I'm sending 500 postcards internationally. That means again, we have the price break, so they cost $3.50, which means a profit of $4. So that means that first tier is going to cost $7.50 no matter where you live on this earth. What about the other tier? Scraps! Now, I hate to say it, but we are going to figure out how much the second tier will cost in the next video. Because I want to do my very best to make an informed decision. I have no idea how long it's going to take me to cut out individual letters and like images from the magazines, and I want the overall cost I'm charging to be worth my time, but also fair. So we're gonna just see how long it takes to cut stuff out and then make the decision. But it's fine because you can't even sign up for the mail club yet. So yeah, there's a lot of fun in store. We're gonna scan this little lady, print her out for the thank you cards. We've also got, of course, the grill daddy. Again, let me know if you think that picture of me standing there is like the best picture, or if any of those other pictures I showed you is a better picture. I like them all. Do you have any ideas for the name of the mail club? Because it could be what? The burn pile post? The burn daddy post? Burn daddy post? I might put out some polls, either on YouTube or on Instagram. I haven't used my Instagram yet. Burn daddy? The burn daddy depot? Burn pile outpost? Outhouse? Burn pile out? I don't know. Give me your thoughts. Oh, next time we're gonna make a cool return label for my P.O. box address. That'll be really fun. I'll probably also do a poll for that. Like these. Do you see these images floating across the screen? Like we're gonna make something like that. So that'll be cool. And then we're gonna make the actual listing to join the mail club. And we'll order everything, and we'll sing songs, and we'll pick out envelope colors, and we'll dance around, and did I take any more notes? Oh, join my email list for updates. Right, yes. I also really want to go to see if we can thrift a paper cutter, and you know those stamps like that make shapes? That would be really cool for the garbage. I doubt we can thrift one of those, but we could probably thrift a paper cutter. And even if not, adventures to go on. I hope my price math was helpful. I hope you like seeing my garbage. I wonder if you're gonna see any bloopers. Come back, little fishy. Come here. All in a hard day's work. Grandma! You have entered. You have... Do what? Ah, baby.
I've had this lava lamp since I was in... Ugh.
Oh. Ow. Where?
Ow. Hey. Should I take my hair down? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Mosquitoes are hungry, and I'm yummy.
Scraps? That means that 50 postcards. That means that if I had. That means that for 50. Oh my god. Present. Should I go in slow motion? Hold on. No. Uh-oh. You get over like
Whoa, 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 yeah. I got a new life. You could hardly recognize me. I'm so huge.
That's if all the Pitch Perfect people got morbidly obese. How could a person swell to 8 times their size? Pitch Perfect 5. 4. Pitch Perfect 4. Bass notes. Wow.
78 cents. Yeah, babe.
I fell into the garbage patch.
Fantastic. You're a grateful king. Queen, there's mosquitoes getting me. My birthday is in the month of May, and so because I'm
This here, this is one of those breakfast in bed tables, but I use it as a standing desk when I need to stand at my desk. And it literally, it's like a wounded animal.
Oh, Poppy.
That one good? Yeah, that was the one. Didn't you feel it?
birthday salutations, New Year's wishes.
Zoom in. Please zoom. Oh, my camera's about to die. We zoom out a little. Thanks, Silly Willy. Bye, Silly Willy. If this breaks, I'm gonna be so dead. Oops. Come on. We gotta get the shot. Sweet. Hi. Oh, the big bloated spider. She's so big and bloated. Oh my god. She's so gross. Ew, ew, ew. Oh, she hit the ground and it sounded like a whole olive hit the ground. That wasn't her, that was an acorn. Yuck. Hi. You write your family's letters? Where am I gonna put my grill, Daddy? To combat. Combat. To combat. Combat. To combat. I am starting a snail. Can you hear me? Microphone. Oh, there she is. I just want you to know the kind of level I'm at, like the Zen levels. I was erasing, I was drawing this big long line on the wall, and I was erasing this a line. And then I just kicked the water and it got all up in my toes, and I was like, well, it's absorbing. That looks like we should draw something with that. That looks nice. That looks like an alien. Ooh, he's got little fingers. He's going, Hi, are you seeing this in the bloopers? If so, that's because I could not find a natural place to talk about probably a couple things, but this was one of the things. This green box. I used to keep this bad boy under my bed throughout elementary and middle school. And what? Okay, one, a mustache. That was the mustache era. But I just, I don't know, I found such a joy in going through, this is such a specific kind of time traveling, because obviously I haven't lived at home until recently in 4 years from college. Before that, I didn't open this box for more and more years. There's stuff in here from 2011. I'll show you some highlights. This I thought was really funny. It's a Johnny Cash CD, and on the back it says, Dear future Stella, never forget music like this. Never forget Johnny Cash or Willie Nelson or Electric Forest. I remember, because they are a huge part of your past, and they hold a ton of amazing memories. I was feeling nostalgic on 6/19/2016. It's just funny little stuff like that. Who could forget Johnny Cash? Like, that's like one of the okay. Just like being that level of dramatic middle schooly silliness. It's just so fun to go back and look at all these. There are notes in here from, this one? This used to be in my room when I had what's her name? And I guess right now here's another one. This Selena's, whatever era that was. It was this era. I literally have a picture. This one. This one's me, looking as though I'm getting raptured, and this was me and my friend painting my room. This teal color. What do the clouds say? Love. Faith. Faith? No one was... I didn't even know Christianity was like a recent thing that was still currently happening until I was like 13. But this card here used to live on my, I don't know, a shelf right across from my bed, so I would stare at it all the time. Do you think I remember it off the top? You're the bee's knees, the bomb, sweet petunia, all that and some sugar plum honey pie. And I would just look at it and I would just like, this box, bro! Oh my god, there's like mile-long letters from like besties that I haven't seen in 10 years. Isn't that just how time goes? That was just so fun. That's me. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. That's friend necklaces from The Fallen. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I just wanted to share that because letters are transcendent. Magic, time-traveling portals and things, stuff you don't remember. That's so weird and cool and weird.